Well, for more on this, I'm joined by Mansour Shouman in Doha. He's a Palestinian-Canadian citizen, journalist and activist. Now, Israel says it was targeting a Hamas member when it hit the school and says that it took steps to limit civilian casualties. But of course, this school, as we were hearing, was housing thousands of displaced people. You've been to facilities like this. I wonder if you could just tell us what they're like.
Right now, schools, hospitals, mosques, churches, beaches, streets are filled with tents with people who are displaced from all around Gaza. This is not the first time the Israelis have done this, claiming that they're targeting a top militant commander. They continually do this every day for the last 281 days. And the whole world is still not able to stop the Israelis from doing what they are doing. The people inside are in shock, they're in dismay, they don't know where to go, they don't know what to do. And they are looking to the outside world who has been talking to them about human rights, dignity, and self-fulfillment in order to ensure that they put a stop to this genocide as soon as possible, open all the borders, and have a permanent ceasefire so that people can slowly start to rebuild their futures.
What do you think it says, Mansour, about this conflict, about the world, that we've got to this place where we're now used to seeing schools hit, we're used to seeing UN facilities hit, and not just once or twice, but as you say, on a weekly basis?
As a parent of 5 children and with extended family members in the West Bank, in Jerusalem and in Gaza, I am terrified for what my children and my future grandchildren will face. What the United Nations started on in 1945 and the Charter of Values has now been demonstrating that does not apply to certain people and only applies to a certain group of people. Everyone in this world needs to be scared for the future of their nations if they allow this to continue to the people in Gaza. You never know, it might be you next. What is happening is a genocide. It is continuous massacre. Up in the north, people are dying because they can't find clean water. The Israelis are targeting water wells. The Israelis are not allowing food to come in. They are only allowing the bare minimum of flour just to ensure that people don't die of mass starvation. This needs to stop, and I don't know what else we can do. There was a big step that happened a few months ago with the ICJ, but we don't know what's happening now with that. We've always heard about the United Nations resolutions, the Security Council, even that, we stopped hearing about it. I'm fearing that people around the world are slowly numbing to the agony of the Palestinians. And this is something that cannot happen. Gaza needs to be at the top of every news hour, and everyone needs to be talking about Gaza, lobbying their governments, continuously donating wisely to the right charities, ensuring that the people that they elected hear their voices about what they want happen to them right now. And most importantly, go out in the streets and demonstrate. A big thank you to the free people of the world who continue to raise their voices, and to the Turkish people and the government for whatever they're doing. But please, we need everyone, including the mediators, to step up their efforts and force the Israeli side into going back into these negotiations and coming back to a solution. Because right now, the Netanyahu government and the right wings do not want that to happen. They are fear of their power to be lost. They are fear of them losing upcoming elections. And they know that if any stop to the war happens now, their future political career is done. Hence, we need pressure from the mediators and the United States and friendly governments like our Turkish people to put pressure on the Israelis to end this genocide as soon as possible.
Mansour Shouman from Doha, many thanks for speaking to us on TRT World today.